Welcome to the 5:30 p.m. August 8th, 2023 CRA meeting. We do have a quorum, so I'll call this meeting to order. Would you please join me in a moment of silence? And the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh. Clerk, would you please read the rules to speak?
Yes. Individuals wishing to speak on agenda items must complete a sign-up card prior to the item being introduced. Sign-up cards are available on the table. Individuals wishing to speak on non-agenda items may do so under petitions and requests. No sign-up card is required. Citizens will be given 3 minutes to speak on all agenda items. All sign-up cards and exhibits being submitted to the CRA shall be placed in the box on the table.
Thank you very much. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of the CR meeting on July 11th, 2023?
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. City Manager.
Good evening, Chair, Vice Chair, and CRA board members. We are on item number 8A, which is the award of the contract for the Downtown Riverfront Walkway Project. On 17 July 2020, the CRA recommended the award of the contract, and the City Council awarded the contract to Taylor Engineering of Jacksonville, Florida, to provide feasibility study for the Spaceview Park Pier. On 19 February 2021, Taylor Engineering presented a concept plan for the project. Following the presentation, staff was asked Taylor Engineering to prepare a proposal to complete the final design of the project. On 11 May 2021, City Council and the Community Redevelopment Agency approved moving forward with the final design of the project with Taylor Engineering. On 15 June 2023, the city advertised the project to 1,160 contractors, including 43 local contractors. A non-mandatory pre-bid was held on 27 June 2023 with 5 vendors in attendance. On 20 July 2023, the city opened 3 vendors who provided submittals for the following tabulation: Rush Construction, C&D Construction, and Granite Construction. It is recommended that the Community Redevelopment Agency recommend to City Council the approval of the award to Rush Marine of Titusville, Florida, in the amount of $998,656. Additionally, approve the associated budget amendment and authorize the mayor to execute the contract.
Thank you very much. Kevin, you have some words for us?
No, sir, just to answer any questions. The budget amendment we're asking for is shifting some funds of our other projects around to be able to award this project with the intent that they be restored in next year's budget to the original sources. So this project can move forward. The others will hold back until they're restored. But,
all right.
But that does get the award amount up to the appropriate amount without the allocation of this project in next year's budget.
All right, Member Stokel?
Yep. Kevin, there's a huge price difference in these bids that we got back. Is there a reason for that, or is the quality going to be as good? Was this for the same exact project or just different style?
No, these are all the same project. This was fully designed, so they bid the same package.
Okay.
I will share that Rush did the county work at the same park after the hurricane, so they just rebuilt a expansion of a pier already at the county side after the last hurricanes. They refinished that project about 2 years ago, but that does give them local knowledge of both the county and the waterways of that location. So.
Which is great, and I'm glad that they are the cheapest. I just thought that, I was like, man, I feel like the other two are either overbidding or I don't know. I just thought that was a big jump in price. And then my other question, and you might not know this, do we know how much we've already spent since this will complete the project, which will be about $1 million? I know we did the design portion. I just don't recall how much it was. Maybe like 200,000 or something.
Well, I don't think it was that. I think it was less than 200,000 for the concept and the design. But we
Okay.
can get that number to you. I just don't have it.
Yeah, just in case anybody asks about the whole project and what it was, I'd like to know. Okay, thank you.
Vice Mayor?
Yes, I think that Member Stokel kind of hit on mine on that. I've looked at a lot of bids and proposals in my time. When you see the difference between just the first and the second is over approximately $600,000. And don't talk about the third one. It's almost $1 million higher than the second. And I think that I don't know how you could get that much division between two proposals. Again, and I stated to the city manager when 2 years ago, I just came on the council, I wasn't too excited about this, bringing them together out there, but I think that with the growth that we experience and the things that's happening out at the Space Center, I think that this is a wonderful project. Wonderful project.
Thank you. And I would say that probably everybody up here who, read the report, the first thing I was thinking is this apples to apples. Certainly in my many years as an athletic director, I've never seen that kind of disparity in whatever it is I'm ordering. And if I am, there's clearly a noted difference. In this case, it's well done, and the questions have been asked, and the quality is what we need to have. This is a project that we hope will be here for 100 years. And I think that the addition it will get, and it'll kind of be sort of like the bridges that we have, the bridge, and we're going to have the bridges, are kind of a notoriety for us. I think this will be something people will talk about as well. Member Nelson?
Well, I have to say, from when we started out and then to see the price now was a shock, because I expected it lower. But be that as it may, I like their price much better than I like the other prices. Much, much better. And I'm really hoping that they can get it done before Artemis launches, because I think
Yeah,
that is going to be really utilized at that point.
it'll be
So-
tested.
It looks like it close. It looks close.
Member Ball?
I agree with everything that's been said. I just want to bring this up again with a request that's, it's a nit, but I think it's useful to the CRA. And that is on the cover documentation that comes with these projects, especially when they're this big and impactful. I for one, would like to see not only the strategic plan addressed as to what it came from and the strategic plan impact, but also map it back to the redevelopment plan, because it's in there. I mean, as we begin implementing major capital projects that have been identified as part of our downtown redevelopment plan, it would be sort of nice to be sure we're tagging these things to that plan. We all sort of agreed we're not going to put that plan on the shelf and forget about it. So it's a reminder that, hey, we're going about implementing it. So it's kind of a minor thing, but it's useful for the record. Thank you.
Thank you. Member Cole?
I too, I've been involved in construction pretty much all my life, and I too was concerned about the prices that came in, but I also know that Rush Construction is a very reputable company who's done a lot of work for us at Parish Medical Center. So that's my comfort level on the disparity in the bid prices.
Member Aker?
And the more we can do to just enhance the community aspect of this, give people a reason to come to the downtown, give people a reason to come to the waterfront, I think it's going to be a win for
I
everybody.
do too. Anything else from council? I see none. Call the card, please.
One card, Stan Johnston.
Walked in, you had that satchel in front of you. I thought you were wearing a tie. I thought you were at the wrong meeting. I did. You had that red thing over it. I thought Stan's wearing a tie. What's up? All right, sir. Let's start the show. All right, go. You need one? Yeah, mine.
Stan Johnston, and I'm concerned this is something on the waterfront, and the city of Titusville has messed up big time on the waterfront. And this was example of what, so in other words, we're going to put people on the waterfront when we put and dumping sewage into the river. So what I've sent you is dated August the 7th, that's yesterday. It's titled Sewage Spill, September, and the Truth Matters. So what has this got to do with this particular project? Well, we're bringing people into the river, right to the river. So what we did on this account is that we had people coming to the river. We had people coming to a scenic place for watching the shuttle go off, and what did we do? We sprayed them, when the wind blew, we sprayed them with sewage. So what are we going to do over here? Are we going to just have sewage? Are they going to walk across a lot of sewage in the river? So I think that I just wonder, we need to have some credibility, and so I'll just read to you one thing in here that has to do with credibility on this, what I handed you out. Number 11, it's my field notes, page 106 to 109, Saturday, October the 1st, indicating the failure of the lift station to properly, this is word for word from my field notes, properly function as the warning alarm was turned off by Michelle. This is a lift station. This is a sewage that you guys deny. So Michelle turned off the alarm. Michelle, who lives at the end of Carroll Avenue, and who claims that she was shown how and allowed by city staff to turn off this nuisance alarm after her many complaints to Water Resources of the alarm going off and preventing her from sleeping. Anyway,
Stan, stop the clock. I'm confused. What's this got to do with the bridge?
Well, this is the river. This is going to the
But
river.
now you're over
In other
here.
words, this is going right into the river, the
All right,
pollution.
we're going to go a little further. I'd like you to talk about what you like or don't like about the bridge, cost, whatever. Go.
Well, I don't like the cost. I don't like what you're spending. I think that it's ridiculous that we're spending so much money on the waterfront, and yet what we're doing is we're putting people over there in the sewage, and we're spraying them. We're spraying. In other words, I'm licensed by the state to protect the health, safety, and welfare of the public. And what the city is doing is I come in and I approach them and I say, please turn off the fountains of sewage. And we have even somebody in the medical staff, Mr. Aker here. What does he do? Nothing. What did you do? Nothing. So it stays on for months. And we've got victims. We've got victims who have gone into the river or have been sprayed by the city. And you guys are responsible for that. You're responsible for that, including Mr. Aker, who's in the medical staff. So I think I'm ashamed of what the city's doing.
All right,
Thank you.
we'll go back to talk about the bridge. Appreciate that. And anybody else have a card? No card? Any other comments from the board? I see none. I would be looking for a motion on this item. Member Nelson?
Move to recommend to City Council to approve the Board of Contract to Rush Marine. Where'd it go? For the downtown riverfront walkway project, and to approve the associated budget amendment and authorize you to sign the contract.
Motion by member Nelson.
Second.
A second by member Cole. Roll call vote.
Member Aker?
Yes.
Member Cole?
Yes.
Member Nelson? Chairman Diesel?
Yes.
Vice Chair Robinson?
Yes.
Member Ball?
Yes.
Member Stokel?
Yes.
And that motion passes unanimously. We move to petitions and requests from the public. Free reign.
Please use the same handout.
Got it.
And again, my name is Stan Johnson, 860 Poinsett Avenue. I'm coming to you as a registered professional engineer. And I would like your attention to the first paragraph of this email. It says, this email demonstrates city's perseverance to do just about everything it can possibly do to be dishonest and to file false reports, violate laws, and not protect the health, safety, and welfare of our community. I think you're doing everything you possibly can do to violate laws like for the false reports. That's what this email shows, that you guys are not doing your job. I come here, I do my job, and what happens, let me give you an example of what's happening. Let's go to note number 19, my field notes. This is interesting, my field notes. This is about me in the church. November 6th, it says, with elders Boyd, Charles, and Jody, separate notes. That's from a conversation. This is from a conversation with Pastor Steve Ukes. Apparently, city has had secret meetings, that's about me, with Park Avenue Baptist Church regarding my unchristian behavior going back to 1985. This is the city has spoken with people at Park Avenue Baptist Church. When I requested city managers to speak about this with me regarding the content of these secret meetings, I received his regular closed-door response. Why would and does city continue to spread or create bad, secret rumors about me? Why do they do that? They won't talk to me about it. Why in the world would city employ me for over 7 years and pay me at the highest salary they could possibly do in my position, and that was, I had a license in surveying and engineering, so much money since I was such a bad Christian and it must have been a bad employee? Why would they do that? So I'm saying to you is this email demonstrates the city's lack of judgment, and that what you're doing is you're doing about everything you can to file false reports and, let's say, to protect our city manager. It's not right for what you're doing. It's just not right. I mean, the guy is on your sewage spills to the Indian River. I've got this thing showing so many things, so many police reports that I made, so many reports to FDEP. They're not responded to by the city. The response is it didn't happen. And so what happens? We've got victims throughout the city who never had any warnings from the city that they were supposed to have. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. I put red notices all over the place, all over churches, buildings, and so forth, and some residences, and you guys reneged. You didn't do what you're supposed to do.
Appreciate it.
Shame on you.
Executive Director's report.
No action items, and I'd like to add one additional item, the force main project that runs from the South Street lift station up to the Osprey plant, mobilized the contractor on Monday. We expect the first road closures to begin tomorrow, which will be starting at the South Street lift station, working that way. On our website, we've got the areas that will be closed, when they're going to be closed, and what you're going to expect in that area. The contractor seems to think that they'll be able to complete this project, a $9.5 million contract, by the end of the year.
Very good. Very important project.
Oh, it's moving fast.
Yep. Vice Mayor?
Yeah, I was saying I was going to see that by the end of the year, and that's 5 months away or less. And that's moving pretty quickly. How is, just my curious question, how is this going to affect the Christmas parade? Do you have any idea?
Hopefully it'll be done by the Christmas parade, but honestly, because we're working from the South Street that way, it should all be done on this end.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Member Nelson?
We can always walk for the Christmas parade. No, I was just going to say, I don't know if citizens realize how important the project is, because we are taking sewer lines off the river and moving them away, so that if there's ever a problem, it shouldn't be a problem because these would be new lines, but 50 years from now, we won't have sewer going into the river. So to me, it's very important, and I hope that people realize that.
I do too. All right, anything else from anybody? If not, we'll adjourn the meeting and come back in session with the council at 6:30 PM. Meeting adjourned.